두 분 사이에 케미죠?
이민호 씨 뒤에서 자전거를 타고 촬영을 하는 장면이 있는데 좀 이제 박자가 안 맞다 보니까
They say certain on-screen duos leave an everlasting imprint in viewers' hearts. And when it comes to K-drama pairings, Lee Min-ho and Jun Ji-hyun in Legend of the Blue Sea serve as a textbook case of lightning in a bottle. The show's fantasy meets romance premise had the potential to drift into cliché, but these two megastars turned it into a phenomenon still discussed years later. Drawing from various fan forums, social media posts, news articles, and interviews on platforms like Soompi, Reddit, GQ India, and One TV Asia, here's an in-depth exploration of why their pairing is nothing short of legendary.
내 심장은
The first time rumors spread about Lee Min-ho teaming up with Jun Ji-hyun for a mermaid-centric drama, K-drama fandoms collectively lost their minds. A thread on Reddit recounted how viewers responded with, "Our prayers have been answered," while another user claimed they almost didn't believe it was real until the official press release landed. Lee Min-ho, already revered for Boys Over Flowers and Airs, was fresh off global tours and endorsements. His star power was sky high. Jun Ji-hyun, or Jun, on the other hand, had captivated audiences worldwide with My Love from the Star, proving she could do comedic gold, heartfelt romance, and near-deadly heartbreak all in one series.
내가 열심히 일해서 만들었어.
An article on GQ India emphasized how K-drama fans had been dreaming of these two powerhouses uniting. Everyone could sense that if these distinct energies fused correctly, the result would be electric. The show's producers, according to a snippet on OTT Play, felt that Jun Ji-hyun's comedic genius and Lee Min-ho's suave aura were tailor-made for a fantasy-laced storyline. At first glance, Legend of the Blue Sea might seem like a straightforward mermaid meets human affair, but the narrative weaves in reincarnation, historical flashbacks, and con artistry. This tapestry is exactly what allowed Lee Min-ho and Jun Ji-hyun to stretch their acting wings.
사실 러브에는 3단계가 있어.
Seo-joon, aka Lee Min-ho, a sleek swindler with a traumatic past. On the surface, he's all about the hustle, but deep down, he's lonely and longing for authentic connections. Shim Chung, aka Jun Ji-hyun, a mermaid who's both naive about human ways and refreshingly bold. She's not your typical damsel. She'll eat 5 chickens in one sitting, protest openly, and declare her love with zero hesitation. According to a fan comment, watchers praised how Jun Jae's cynicism met Chung's innocent worldview, creating comedic gold. The comedic timing was so impeccable that a user jokingly wondered if they kept cracking up so much on set, they had to do a million retakes. In an interview on One TV Asia, Jun Ji-hyun mentioned how blend of fish-out-of-water comedy and deep emotional beats gave her something new to tackle. Meanwhile, Lee Min-ho admitted to Soompi that the historical portion, where we portray our past selves, felt like a mini-drama within the drama, letting us explore more depth.
본분이라네. 보이는 게 어찌 전부겠는가?
If there's one thing that sets Legend of the Blue Sea apart, it's the sheer production extravagance. The filming took place not just in South Korea, but also in Spain, delivering jaw-dropping visuals that accentuated each romantic or comedic beat.
보여주는 것도 여러 가지가 있잖아.
잠깐만.
너무 잘 들어. 어쩔 수 없어.
A Soompi article covered how the cast spent weekends filming in scenic coastal cities in Spain, which gave the drama its lavish, wanderlust-inducing flair. Locals reportedly recognized them immediately. Pictures of them shooting by ocean cliffs went viral on Instagram. Comments like, "I just saw Lee Min-ho buy gelato at a Spanish cafe with Jun Ji-hyun," circulated, fueling global fan excitement.
2000년 전에 이 등대가 세워질 때부터
This international vibe heightened the romance factor. Shots of them strolling through sun-kissed Spanish alleyways or dining at quaint seaside restaurants blended real-world glam with the show's fantasy premise. A fan from Reddit wrote, "The show's production team made us feel like we were touring Spain with them. That's a level of immersion many K-dramas can't pull off so seamlessly."
너무
Back in 2016, when they first announced Lee Min-ho and Jun Ji-hyun's pairing, it wasn't just about star wattage. It was about the chemistry everyone anticipated might explode. The result? Total fireworks. The comedic banter, scenes of Jun Ji-hyun's mermaid character bulldozing her way through human norms, like shamelessly eating everything in sight, while Lee Min-ho's conman persona tries to maintain his composure. Became comedic legend. Romantic tension, the slow burn transformation from annoyance to deep affection, had watchers swooning. In a behind-the-scenes snippet mentioned by Soompi, it's noted that the duo would often discuss scene nuances beforehand to achieve that perfect tension. On Twitter, fans described their synergy with expressions like, "They could sell me salt water and I'd still buy it," or, "When they argue, it's comedic gold, but when they lock eyes, it's sizzling." An editorial on Soompi even reported Lee Min-ho praising Jun Ji-hyun's work ethic. "She invests fully in every scene, so it's impossible not to respond with equal enthusiasm." Jun Ji-hyun reciprocated, stating that Lee Min-ho's supportive presence off-camera let her find new angles in portraying Shim Chung's unpredictably endearing personality.
아이, 복장이죠. 복장.
What sets Legend of the Blue Sea apart from simpler fantasy romances is how skillfully it balances comedic sequences with heart-wrenching scenes. 1 second viewers are dying of laughter as Shim Chung tries to figure out how to use a smartphone. The next second, hearts are clutched tight as Jun Jae confronts his father's betrayal and a life filled with abandonment issues.
이참에 옮겨서 숨 쉬죠. 내가 좀 멋진 데를 하는데.
In a Reddit discussion titled The Weekly Binge, Legend of the Blue Sea, fans pointed out how the drama's comedic brightness gave them a break from the heavier story arcs, such as Jun Jae's complicated family background and Shim Chung's precarious mermaid existence. "That comedic whiplash is exactly why it works," one user wrote. "It ensures we don't get stuck in gloom, and the dramatic twists hit even harder."
형, 털어야 할 곳이 생겼어.
This duality let Lee Min-ho and Jun Ji-hyun demonstrate their full range. A source quoted fans who felt Jun Ji-hyun's comedic timing was unbelievably next level, while Lee Min-ho's quiet grief in certain episodes proved he's not just a pretty face, he's an actor who can deliver heartbreak in a single glance.
나 좀 그렇게 해줘.
Though the show boasted enviable ratings, some fans felt Legend of the Blue Sea lived under the shadow of other blockbusters like Goblin. According to a user from Reddit who posted in the thread, "Why isn't the Legend of the Blue Sea as popular as?" It's partially because Goblin had a darker, more philosophical edge that captured a wide demographic. Another user argued, Legend of the Blue Sea is more comedic and whimsical, so it appealed to a specific slice of K-drama watchers.
도끼 뭘 도와?
However, even if it didn't dominate every ratings battle, it remains a fan favorite. Articles from GQ India and OTT Play list the show among the top recommended binge watches for romance and fantasy lovers. That lasting relevance indicates it may have soared beyond conventional metrics, achieving cult-like status among certain fandom circles. Part of what keeps the show alive is the meme culture it spawned. Scenes of Shim Chung's outraged expressions over human absurdities, or Jun Jae's smug con artist grin, have become reaction GIF gold. On TikTok, people still reenact comedic bits like Shim Chung's "Let me see your phone" or "I'll cry" meltdown, often inserting modern pop tracks for comedic effect. On Twitter, fans loved to pair screenshots of Jun Ji-hyun's wide-eyed mermaid confusion with captioned jokes about feeling lost at a new job or struggling to handle daily tasks. Over on Instagram, aesthetic fan edits of the underwater sequences or the Spanish backdrop abound. These visuals, combined with the actor's star power, keep Legend of the Blue Sea trending on number Throwback Thursday posts, even years after its conclusion. one might forget that this drama intricately ties the present-day storyline to a historical arc. The reincarnation angle gave watchers a parallel narrative. In Joseon times, Kim Dam-ryong, Lee Min-ho's past life counterpart, safeguarded the mermaid Se-hwa, Jun Ji-hyun's past counterpart, forging a tragic love story that parallels the present day. Fans' reaction. Many on Reddit adored how these past life scenes offered deeper emotional weight. It wasn't just a modern rom-com, wrote one commenter. It was about fate transcending time, giving everything a sense of grandeur. The synergy. Because the show toggles between centuries, watchers got to see how these two could portray different energies. The subtle changes in their voices, mannerisms, and expressions made them even more impressive. A user on the Drama Love Addicts forum posted, "When an actor can embody both a slick modern con man and a tragic historical figure, that's range." Lee Min-ho did that. Jun Ji-hyun similarly nailed the difference between a bold mermaid of the present and the vulnerable one from the past.
괜찮느냐?
Fashion in Legend of the Blue Sea deserves its own spotlight. Remember the bold coats and chic outfits worn by Lee Min-ho's con man persona? So many viewers took note that entire blogs and Pinterest boards popped up, listing out how to dress like Hye-kyo Jun Jae.
대사 그냥 처음부터 갈게요. 이미 섞어요. 자.
For Jun Ji-hyun, the show offered comedic gold as she tried to adapt to human clothing. Scenes where she over-accessories or chooses flamboyant pieces garnered comedic effect and also reinforced her mermaid innocence. In a behind-the-scenes mention from Soompi, the stylist explained how color palettes for Shim Chung's clothes were intentionally bright, symbolizing her free spirit. Beyond the leads, the supporting cast brought comedic relief and subplots that added layers to the main storyline. Actors like Shin Won-ho as Lee Min-ho's right-hand man and Lee Hee-jun as a tenacious detective contributed to the show's ensemble dynamic. A mini interview snippet from Soompi revealed that the entire cast formed a close-knit group. They'd often dine together after filming, developing a real-life camaraderie that bled through on camera. Fans found it endearing when the cast posted group selfies on social media, wearing casual clothes and smiling big, signifying their shared joy. Anyone who's seen Legend of the Blue Sea knows it's loaded with elaborate set designs, from underwater sequences to lavish mansions. Behind-the-scenes reveals indicated that the production team used advanced underwater filming techniques to give mermaid scenes authenticity. According to a One TV Asia highlight, Jun Ji-hyun underwent special training to hold her breath and move elegantly underwater. She mentioned that it was grueling but necessary to convey the mermaid's grace. Meanwhile, Lee Min-ho shot multiple scenes in chilly waters to maintain continuity, proving that both leads were willing to go the extra mile. Part of the drama's charm is how it spawned countless fan theories. Some believe the show was layered with hidden parallels referencing classic mermaid legends from global folklore. Others speculated on the significance of certain repeated motifs, like sea glass, certain color codes, or references to earlier Jun Ji-hyun roles. On a Reddit mega-thread, fans dissected every small detail, from the brand of headphones Jun Jae wore to the significance of the statue in his home's courtyard. It's like the production team planted Easter eggs for eagle-eyed fans to discover, wrote one user, leading to theories that the show's writer intentionally linked it to other drama universes.
오늘 고생한 만큼 제가 안마기는 잘 전달해드리도록 하겠습니다. 네.
Though fantasy romances existed before Legend of the Blue Sea, its approach, blending comedic everyday life, tragedy, and reincarnation, left a distinct mark on subsequent dramas. A few new shows tried to mimic the formula: big-name leads, exotic filming locations, comedic meets, tragic arcs. Some soared, others fell short of capturing the same spark. Industry insiders told GQ India that the success of Legend of the Blue Sea gave studios confidence to invest in globe-trotting production budgets for K-dramas. That means more travel-based storylines, higher-profile cameo appearances, and a push to secure top-tier actors for fantasy narratives.
而呢次大駕光臨上海，其實係為咗出席代言活動。活動喺酒店舉行，出動140位保安。
A hallmark of truly iconic K-dramas is how fans don't just watch them once, they rewatch them multiple times. Legend of the Blue Sea exemplifies this. On platforms like Netflix, watchers keep it on their queue for repeated marathons. Social media often sees hashtag rewatch party events, especially on anniversaries of the show's premiere. A pinned comment in one Reddit group read, "I rewatch Legend of the Blue Sea whenever I need a pick-me-up. It's comfort food for my soul." Another said, "You'd think the jokes would get old, but Jun Ji-hyun's comedic timing is forever gold, and Lee Min-ho never fails to make me swoon."
제 이제 자신을 좀 보면서 좀 과거에 밝았던 그런 모습들을 좀 되찾고
Though fans can't get enough of Jun Jae and Shim Chung on screen, the off-screen mutual admiration is equally compelling. In interviews on Sunpai, both leads often expressed gratitude and awe for each other's dedication and comedic flair. Jun Ji-hyun once joked that keeping a straight face next to Lee Min-ho's comedic expressions was nearly impossible, while he teased that her comedic instincts were so unfiltered, it caught everyone off guard at times. These glimpses hint at why the drama soared, a synergy built on genuine respect, playful camaraderie, and a shared determination to tell a memorable story. So, what makes Lee Min-ho and Jun Ji-hyun's pairing in Legend of the Blue Sea so iconic? It's that rare blend of unstoppable star power, comedic electricity, heartfelt drama, and a production team that pulled out all the stops. Fans continue to sing its praises because it offered a fantasy world that felt both grand and intimate, comedic and profound. Now it's your turn. Which scene between Seo-joon Jae and Shim Chung still gives you butterflies? Are you more drawn to the comedic chaos or those heart-tugging moments of sacrifice and loyalty? Drop a comment below and share your favorite memory from this mermaid meets conman masterpiece. And if you're hungry for more celebrity buzz and insider info, be sure to subscribe to K-Drama Buzz for all the latest gossip. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the iconic pairings, thrilling behind-the-scenes stories, and everything else that keeps the entertainment world spinning. Until next time, keep riding that K-Drama wave.